Today I want to tie for you a DC herring. This is a Deer Creek herring. You can tie it on a saltwater hook. I'm going to tie this one on a bass hook. This is a 2/0 stinger hook for hair bugs. And the materials I'm going to use is Glisten Glint Fiber Plus from Deer Creek. I'm going to use white. I'm going to use a little bit of pink. I'm going to use a little bit of purple here. I'm going to use just a little bit of red for the gills. I'm going to use a bit of pheasant rump for the cheeks. And I'm going to use peacock herl for the back. I'm going to put a weed guard on this, and I'm going to use orange thread for the weed guard. So I'm going to put a base down and bring it back towards the bend of the hook. Now for my weed guard, I have 15 thousandths beaded on. It is vinyl coated wire. Got the vinyl coating, it's not going to rust. I'm going to take it and I'm going to tie it in starting right there, and I'm going to take it down around the bend slightly so it doesn't foul. Now I'm going to take some of my Deer Creek Diamond Fine, and I'm going to put some on here just to ensure that the wire will be secured. And we'll take the light. And quickly cure that. I'm going to take the wire and I have to put it between the jaws. Make sure you don't get it around the screw. I'm going to let that hang for now. Now I'm going to take black 6/0 thread and I'm going to attach it behind the eye, and I'm just going to come back a short distance. And I just come back about 3 eye lengths back. I'm going to start by turning the vise up. I'm going to take some of the white and make the belly. It has a lot of sparkle in it. I'm going to tie that down. Go forward just a little bit, and we're going to fold that over. Kind of bring that around the hook on both sides. I'm going to turn this up, and now I'm going to put a larger amount on the top. I'm going to take a larger amount. I have it cut there. I'm going to just pull on them just a little bit to get them uneven, because I'm going to fold it over. Going to tie it in and fold it over. See, I left a little bit there, so when I fold it over, I'll have something to tie down. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to fold it up, and it's going to go around everything. So that's kind of around the hook. Not necessarily on the bottom, but just around. And I'm going to take out whatever long stuff. Cut that off. And take this, I'm just going to tie that right in there. Fold that over. Tie that right in. And pull out any excess at this point. I'm going to take a little bit of the pink. Not a lot of it, but we want to add some color in there. Tie it in. You can take that butt end and fold that back in. I'm going to take a little bit of the purple. Now I'm going to take some of the red. I'm going to turn my hook back over. Pull out loose stuff. This is actually way too long, but I'm going to tie this in. And I'm going to go ahead and trim off the rest of that. I'm going to tie this down. I'm going to put it back over. I'm going to go ahead and take another layer of white. There you go. Just remember, less is more. We're going to put that on there. I'm going to bring that right up to the eye. Then I'm going to come back slightly. I'm going to fold that over. And do the same like before. Kind of get it around everything. And we're going to make that head. We're going to bring it back about 1.5 eye lengths back. I'm going to take the weed guard now. I'm going to bring it down, and you want to leave a little bit of space between the wire and the bend of the hook. Tie that in, make sure it's right on the bottom. And I'm going to trim off the excess using the way back in the jaws of the scissors. And bring that thread back. Now I'm going to take the pheasant rump and I'm going to pick out a couple of nice cheek looking feathers here. You can see this pheasant rump, the tips are really the most you use. You can see all the fluff in there. We have the silver sides of the pheasant rump. Place them right on the side. For the cheeks. One on that side. And one for this side. Just a few wraps to hold them in. I'm going to take about a half a dozen peacock herl. I'm going to place them over it, and we want them to reach right to the end of the minnow. I'm going to tie them in right on top. And cut off the excess. Secure them well. Try to get all of the fibers nailed down because we're going to epoxy the head. And it'll just leave a bumpy head for you if you don't. I'm going to bring the thread up to the front, and I'm going to give it a whip finish. I'm going to take Deer Creek gator eyes. I'm going to put the blue ones on this one. I'm going to take my bodkin. And you can see the eye is a oblong pupil. We're going to place that partially on the feather. And using the bodkin helps you line them up. Now I'm going to take Deer Creek Diamond Flex, and I'm going to put them first between the eyes. This is thicker, so you have to actually squeeze. And bring that down. I'm going to hold the eyes and I'm going to hit it with the light, and this will secure the eyes. Just a couple of seconds and it's done. Flex. I'm even going to go ahead and put it right on the eye. I'm going to take my Deer Creek UV light and cure it. Just a few seconds is all it needs. This is a little thicker, so I'm going to go a little bit more. Get it underneath because it flowed behind the eyes, which is good. That needs a little bit extra. And here we have a DC herring. Hope that you learned something from this video. Hope that you would subscribe to my channel. Please refer me to your friends. Leave comments, questions, suggestions, and most of all, I thank you very much for watching my videos.